Hello YouTube. So as you can see, I'm almost finished constructing the city. There are a couple of things that I can do to maximize the population. First one involves these ponds. So by looking at the water demand, which is, let's see, so it's at 31 right now. So I might need to fill a couple of more of these ponds, and I should be enough for a city. So I'll definitely fill up some of these small ponds and use that for zoning. As for power, it's at 20, so I might need to build one more power plant. So see how that goes. And another thing that I can do is basically these connections. So as you can right now, um, there are a couple of rail depots, and each of those is connecting to a neighbor. What I can try to do is just have one rail depot and have multiple railway lines coming from that and connecting to a neighbor. So I'll see if I can try to achieve that without impacting the RCI demand. And what else? Some of the I think railway and the airport has a couple of empty lots, so I'll fill that out, and I will fill out this small lake here as well in the corner lake. And the city I think right now has two stadiums and two zoos, so I think I'll leave that as is. I think that might be needed to keep the residential demand pretty high. Yeah, I think that's all that I have in plan right now. Yeah, I think this should be the last recording for this gameplay, and I will have a postscript as well. Also, I have to apologize for the bad recording. I mean, like the subpar recording because I'm kind of working with like a really old microphone and without a filter. So I apologize for any um, uh, audio issues that might be coming out. All right, let's get to it. All right. The city of Megalopolis is done. I wanted to end on the year of 2525, but what happened was that the population was dropping again due to a drop in industrial demand. So I had to stabilize it using basically stabilize it by building more connections. Um, so the population now is 276,190 Sims. I think if you build it with roads, you might get 130 or 140 if you are really efficient. So I'm happy with this number. But the thing is, I don't know how this compares to other such cities. So this whole idea of building a city with, with 100% subways didn't come from nowhere. When I started to play the game in the 90s, yeah, so I'm very old by the way, I downloaded a city from a website, and that's when, that's where I saw the setup, and I can't find that website at all. Maybe one of you can, play the city and to see if you can get a significantly larger population. On that note, I have to say that there aren't too many empty lots in the game. I think there's some here because I destroyed a rail depot, but I'm quite satisfied with this subway placement. And as for the subway line, so what happened was that when I started to play the game, I had this setup where basically there's a large square of subway lines, and inside of it is a subway, and that connects to the main line. And then what I was seeing is that some of the zones near the single subway inside the large square wasn't developing. So in order to address that, what I was when I started to do was have a subway line come out from an individual subway on all four directions. So if you had this subway line set up combined with this subway placement, I think you can ensure that all of the zones would develop. On that, let's see how much of the land area. So the city is mostly residential with 46%, and then industrial and transportation takes up 5%. And this comes from 685 subway stations. Um, I don't want to get into ideology too much, but I feel like a lot of people who play city building games do advocate for urbanism and public transportation. So there's something to think about in building a city. Well, not like this, where it's all subways because that's just impossible. But there's something to think about in developing a city with less roads. That would mean a highly density, and that would translate into less tax burden on an individual household. Just end it there. As for some of the ratings, Mayor's rating is 51%. I guess I'll take it. I mean, I think it was hovering around 40% for most of the game, I believe. So I'll take a pass rating. Electronics leading the way, followed by tourism. Yeah, I guess if you have a city that doesn't have any roads, then I can see why people want to flock in to see how it is. So I can kind of see why tourism being very high. As for some of the other ratings, value is pretty low because there aren't any 3 by 3 buildings. Crime is very high. Health, health seems pretty average, and education is pretty poor. As for my next project, yeah, I do want to build a game like this. I mean, build a city like this, with again with only subways, but a properly functioning one with schools, hospitals, and police stations. I might attempt this again on SimCity 2000, if not on 3000. I know you can build a city like this on that game as well. Not sure about SimCity 4 though. Yeah, so that's my next project, but I won't get to it in a while. Gonna take some break. But that's it for this gameplay. So I had fun and learned a lot, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.